General Veers, a cool and efficient officer. General Veers led the Imperial assault on Hoth, marching his attack walkers across the planet's frozen plains and destroying the massive generators that were powering the rebels' base's protective energy shields. Hello, welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today we're reviewing General Veers. Now, I picked up this character for £9.99 from Star Action Toys, which is a massive steal. This guy normally goes for about £30. He's got loads of accessories and everything, so definitely just head over there and purchase it now. Or you can wait to the end of the review to see if he's worth a tenner. But he's got his helmet, we've got his gun, we've got his chest piece, and also he comes with a cap. So he's one of those extra characters that comes with Tarkin and Krennic and Piet, and he can sit on that Imperial shelf looking all fine and dandy. And yeah, he's a main kind of character from Empire Strikes Back. I mean, who doesn't like Empire Strikes Back? This is the main guy that led the assault on Hoth and blew up that massive rebel base, and it was a victory for the Empire. Did he survive? I don't know. But other parts of this cool character was that he saw Darth Vader in his chamber alongside Piet. Piet went in there a bit later, but Veers went in there first, and we saw that in the film. And also in canon, I haven't read it, but apparently he was based on Mustafar Castle with Darth Vader, and he was kind of sort of overseeing that kind of a bit like a counselor to Darth Vader, or kind of used him as to do his battle plans and stuff like that. So yeah, again, that's a pretty cool sort of character to have. So here he is in his little box. So we've got his pencil drawing of Veers in his ATST sort of get up. We've got the window, got Veers down the bottom. We've got General Veers on this side, with Veers just written inside on the black. There's an exclusive, again, from Walgreens. And we have his bio and his picture on the back. So, without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Right, so here he is in his blister pack. He's got a bit of funny legs going on, so I'm hoping he's not one of those other admirals that decide to have his leg out slightly to the side. But yeah, I mean, look at all those accessories, and the detail on this looks amazing. So we're just going to pull him out, take some pictures that I'll show at the end of the video, and we just have a first sort of like hands-on and a first quick look at his. Yeah, it just feels exactly like a Tarkin. They always seem to have these sort of like little bits of sort of paint blotches on their trousers and all that, but it actually looks a bit like a silver blotch on there. But yeah, I mean, he looks great. His hat's removable, and actually I quite like this likeness as well. So I'm going to go away now, take some pictures with him, and I'll see you in a mo. Right, so welcome back. So I've taken them away, taken some photos, and I have to say, General Veers is very photogenic. He looks great when taking pictures. And, you know, I got him for £10, but I know I keep saying that. So if you haven't gone and got him, go and get him, because this guy is actually worth £30. If you paid £30 for this character, you'd still feel like you got value for money. Because, you know, like Piet and Krennic, they only come with 2 accessories and they retail at like 20. So with this guy getting kind of like double looks, really, you got this kind of sort of military type esque look, and you also got the sort of general look. So what we do, we start off with his accessories, and they comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 accessories, but we'll start from the top and starting with his helmet. So unfortunately with this sort of like type 80 ST helmet, which he wears in the AT-AT. These goggles aren't removable, they're kind of sort of just glued on there, or part of the sculpt really. But just the paint applications on there, we've got it's kind of glossy at the front, just to give off that sort of reflective look. And we've got this sort of nice black trim, and we've got this sort of like Admiral kind of pin that they have on their hats and belts and whatnot. Got the strap going around, and this nice little silver detailing down there as well. And yeah, I mean, his chin strap as well. He's got like a microphone. And yeah, it just fits him like really nice as well. And then we can go down to his armor plate, and he's got all these sort of gooberies and beeping buttons and whatnot there. And the paint applications on there are great. He's got his Admiral kind of badge up here. And then what we come down to, we've got his like little belt part, and that goes all around his back. And also the holster is attached to it as well. So we can take his gun out and have a look at that. And it's just a general sort of plastic black gun. It's the same as what Admiral Piet comes with, a bit of like a DL44 type, but there's no silver applications on there. But I'll give this a little bit of a miss because what the character comes with, you know, it kind of makes up for it. And it just fits in his sort of right hand, as most figures. And yeah, he's got a little pea shooter, and that just goes back into his holster there. I've got the little clip that comes over. So just behind the holster here, we do have the button that unattaches the kind of sort of bib, I guess. But just on the back, before we take it off, I didn't even expect detailing on the back of here. I don't know why, but yeah, again, it just stands out. Look at that silver sort of lines and the red button parts and the yellow. Just really sort of like goes bam, like, you know, it's a really nice part of just paint applications really, just to bring something a bit to life rather than just grey. So we can take off his helmet, and then we can just unattach this from there, and it's just one full piece that just goes over the top of his head. And then his last accessory is his cap, and that just fits on top of his head, and it's just stuck on there as well. And actually it's a different sculpt to Admiral Piet. If I would have thought it'd be the same, but Piet one is a lot bigger. So he's just got the sort of Admiral pin on his hat, and he got the folds and parts there. There was a little bit of a brush there, unfortunately, from a paint application, but yeah, it's just great. I mean, even his face there, it just looks just like him. So while he's here, we'll go through his articulation, and he can do a left, he can do a right, he can look down. Obviously, like, these movements would be hindered as well if he's got all that armor on, but his arm comes up here. He's got rotation at the shoulder, rotation at the elbow. He's got a 90-degree bend at the elbow as well. He's got a rotation at the wrist and a hinge. Again, as like all these sort of Admiral characters, they haven't really got much movement here, but he does have like a rotation. At these legs, they come out this far, and they kick forward this far, but he's a little bit hindered with this because it's a little bit heavy. And then he can go back that far. He's got upper thigh rotation, he's got a double jointed knee, and then he's got the rocker and the pivot at his ankle. So in all, you know, he's a really good character. The only thing I find that goes into his articulation and going into his sculpt is, again, that it's another Imperial character that can't stand with his feet together, and so you always got to put one leg forward or one leg sort of slightly out, just to get that kind of sort of like kind of look on that sort of thing there. But yeah, I mean, going through, we'll start looking at his facial sculpt. I mean, because that's kind of really what gives him apart from these other Admirals. And yeah, I mean, as you can tell, like, the face on there is great. It just looks like the character as well. And if you recognise this character, he was actually in the Last Crusade. He was the sort of main villain in that as well. So he carried on that kind of carried on that look. So yeah, I mean, we go down, we can take off his hat and we can look at his hair, and it's done well. You know, we've got this sort of like receded side here, going around into the grey. There's no sort of wash on there, it's just, you can just see sort of like the hair sort of sculpt over, and going down into his kind of like tunic, I guess. It's got the sort of pin there. It's only got one of those pens, and then got all the sort of bobbling all over it just to give it a bit of texture. He's got black gloves, and we got his nice sort of chrome belt, which I always love. This sort of effect is that leather look that they have going around on there, and his legs carry on that sort of top look and into glossy boots. So in all, really, I mean, this character is just it's just great. Just I like it. I think I'm a bit excited as well because he's my last kind of sort of like Imperial guy. He's not really standing up very well tonight, is he? But there we go. So yeah, he's sort of like my last guy in the collection. So we can put the collection together with a Peer. We've got a Fawn. We've got a Tarkin. And then we got a Krennic. So it's kind of cool, really. We just kind of need to make up that, get more of these Imperial guys, just to make up that A New Hope table look, you know. So especially like Admiral Yulon, I think that's his name. But yeah, I'm really chuffed now that I've got all these together, and my Imperial shelf is getting a little bit more complete, really. I think I just need a snowtrooper, a normal TIE fighter pilot. To be honest, there's quite a few really. You've got all the new ones from Solo and stuff. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really chuffed with this guy. And yeah, I mean, that brings me to the end of the review. So guys, thank you so much for joining me on this one. You can comment below. You can subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. Whatever you feel like you want to do to follow my channel. And I enjoy the love. So guys and girls, I'll see you next time. Bye.